empty. An empty cup.
You what?
I'm out of iced tea.
Oh. So are you not ready then?
Go.
Welcome to Box Office Maniacs, where we're doing horror films, and only horror films for the rest of the time we ever do things.
Until the end of the world. Until the until the end of all time, of ever.
Sorry. I was ready and then I wasn't ready. Welcome to Box Office Maniacs. Tonight today, or what? Well, I really screwed this up.
You're doing a good job, Vince. It's either tonight or today or this afternoon or maybe it's morning time.
Could be late afternoon.
I got snot coming out of my nose. Got boogers.
Okay, so we've got a new flick pick for you.
Boogers.
Horror film called JUG FACE.
Hey, a freak show!
Boogers. Yeah, I saw this on Netflix a few weeks ago, and, you know, when I go through Netflix, and especially because I don't know how your Netflix works, but I have it on Xbox One on mine, and it comes up, and it shows, like, independent films, horror films, popular films, and it goes through a whole list of things that shows, you know, what you want to look at on Netflix. Is yours like that?
Yes. And it does that. It does that, and then it shows stuff that I actually pick on my list. And
well, the reason I watched this movie was it was an independent horror film, and I kind of like to lean towards independent horror films when I'm about to watch something, especially if I haven't seen it or ever heard of it. And JUG FACE was, I never heard of it or seen it, and it was on the independent section, so that's why I watched it. I just gave it a chance to see what it was. And a lot of times, you know, when I watch something like this, just out of chance, it's really badly done. The directing is terrible, the acting is terrible, the story's stupid, and I don't ever get more than like 20 minutes into it. But JUG FACE, I think, is a lot different.
I do that too. I mean, I'll come across stuff on there, and I think, man, that looks interesting, or whatever, and I'll sit there and watch it. And most of the time, like you said, I'll get 10, 15 minutes into it, and I'm like, ugh, wasn't as good as I thought it would be.
Basically, most of it was filmed out in the woods, and in, like, I think there was 2 other locations in this movie. That's it. I mean, it's obviously no money was involved making this film.
And it didn't cost us a dime.
Yeah, I could tell.
Yeah, that's what independent films are.
Well, I'm not down on it for being an independent film, nothing like that. And there's lots of independent films that have gone on to great things. Halloween being the greatest of them. I mean, that one just, you know, became an instant classic. This one, I wasn't too crazy about. I can't say I really enjoyed it. I thought it was I just thought it was really weird. It was just really strange.
That's exactly why I thought this was a very good movie, because it was weird. It was strange, and that's what I love. I love weird, strange, bizarre, small movies like this.
I don't mind weirdness and strangeness. It's just this one was just more weird than weird.
Well, I thought the acting in this movie was great. I guess we need to explain a little bit about what the story is here. It's basically about a bunch of these hillbillies that live back in the woods. And there's a pit that they worship. For who knows what reason, because they never say. Which is, again, I loved about the film, because they don't tell you exactly what's happening in the film. I mean, it's kind of a thing that they've been doing all these years, but they don't tell you why. And I really like that about the film.
Well, see, I didn't care for that about it.
It's called using your imagination, Vince.
Yeah, but it's a pit.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, but and they're worshiping whatever strangeness is around this pit.
Exactly. And you don't know what it is, and they don't tell you, and that's what's cool about the movie.
I didn't think that was cool. I thought that was just dumb.
Yeah, not everything needs to be explained. I mean, it's a horror film. It lets you come up with your own thoughts and your own explanation of what this is. Are all these people just crazy? I mean, or is there something in the pit? Or, is it just, a tradition these people have been doing for all these years? And, I mean, they don't know. And that's what's cool about it. That's like, I don't want it to be explained to me. I don't want to know, because that was the fun of the film.
Not for me. I just, not for me. It was, I thought this is just too dumb. I thought it was, I'm like, why are these people worshiping this pit? It was something where I kind of wanted to know, okay, why are they doing this?
Yeah, why?
That's one thing I kept saying throughout the whole thing. I kept thinking, okay, why are they doing this? What is the point in this?
Exactly. It makes you think for yourself, Vince.
But it made the movie pointless.
It's not pointless, because sometimes you don't know what's happening, and that's what makes it good. But
this is different.
Well, this wasn't supposed to be scary. It wasn't so much of a scary film than it was a psychological movie.
There's nothing frightening about a hole in the ground.
No, it's not so much it's not a frightening movie. I mean, it's not a jump out, scare you movie. It's not, oh my God, I'm so scared watching this film. It's a horror film, but it's more of a psychological thing about screwing with people's head and not knowing why this pit's here. And the reason it's called Jug Face is because there's this other guy who makes these jugs that are out of moonshine, and he puts people's faces on them. And when he does that, they have to be sacrificed to the pit. And they don't explain this either. And that's what's great about this film.
No, they do explain that. He's making jugs to put moonshine in, but the pit tells him who's next to be, sacrificed. And he puts their face on these jugs.
Well, he goes into a trance or something, and the pit's telling him to do it. But what is the pit, and why is it doing it? And is this guy just crazy, or is the pit actually telling him to do it?
Okay, well, all right, that's kind of the mystery about that.
But does it tell him that, or is he just crazy? All these people could just be crazy hillbillies, and the pit could not be nothing at all in this movie, and it doesn't tell you anything about it.
It's just, I don't know. I just didn't find it that interesting. I thought it was dumb. I thought it was just weird.
So maybe you need some moonshine. Maybe you need to hit the shine and maybe expand your horizons for this film.
Maybe that's it. Maybe I really need to be drunk to watch it. Maybe I need to be drinking moonshine to watch this movie.
I don't know. I just found it as a really interesting small film, independently made, like I said, by probably a group of people. The people that were in the movie were probably the only people who made the film. And it was really well acted. I thought especially the father.
Call me Daddy.
The father was great in the movie. I thought he was fantastic in the film. And I don't know, I just thought it was a really good, interesting, small film.
The guy who makes the jugs, he looks like Will Ferrell.
It doesn't work for me. I gotta have more cowbell.
And he was hilarious. He was cracking me up through the whole film. I mean, the guy was pretty funny.
Like I said, he acts like Will Ferrell. I kept waiting for him to break into the baby Jesus thing.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's like I said, it's one of those small films I found on Netflix that I really enjoyed. No, it wasn't scary. It wasn't overly graphic and disgusting, but it was a horror movie. And I would recommend it to anyone who wants to watch something different. But like Vince said, it ain't going to spell it out for you. So go into it with an open mind and not really expect to know much about the film once it's over.
So are you giving your rating now, or what?
Oh, I might need some moonshine for that.
So will I.
I would give Jug Face a 3.5 out of 5.
Wow.
I really liked it. I was entertained from the beginning to the end. I really liked this film a lot. Actually, I would like to see even see a sequel to it, to maybe explain a little bit more about the pit and about these people and things like that, and explain a little bit more about it. not give too much away, but I would like to see another one of these.
No, I think they should just stop here. I thought it was well done as far as the filming and the editing, directing, and all that. Everything about that part of it is well made. The production of it and everything is well done. The acting is decent. I wouldn't say there's anything spectacular out of it, except maybe Will Ferrell.
I mean, the father, and especially the mother, I mean, these were just hillbillies. I mean, they seem like real hillbillies to me.
But I don't know. It just, I didn't find anything spectacular about it and about their acting. But as far as the movie itself goes and the story, I was really bored with it. I was really, it just seemed very weird, and I wasn't crazy about it. It just wasn't for me. That's really all it comes down to.
Next time, watch it drunk. Maybe you'll understand it better.
Maybe I do. Like I said, maybe I need some moonshine to drink while I'm watching the thing. So I would give Jug Face a 2 out of 5.
I think I really like this movie. Or watch it drunk.
That's what I recommend you doing, watching this movie drunk.
My light just fell down. Hang on, my light fell apart. I'm okay. My big special effect. This is my special effect. That we have going on here. This is my lamp. That's our budget for this show. So
they had more of a budget for Jug Face.
And it didn't cost us a dime.
I got snot coming out of my nose. Got boogers. It's okay though. I took care of it.
Hey, a freak show!